Hello, I'm just going to do a quick tutorial, quick walkthrough of how to access the information about the alternate assessments as we move towards incorporating those into the high school classrooms. We have been implementing alternate assessments and project-based assessments in grades 3, 5, and 6 since about 2014, and now we're going to be using them in the high school courses as well. So in order to find the information, you would go to a Bedford County webpage, click on Departments, Instruction. You'll scroll down and click on Social Studies, and then you'll scroll down and you will see alternate assessment tasks. You'll see that you have to be signed into your Google account with your Bedford County email address in order to access this website. On the home page, you'll see just some basic information about why the state is moving in the direction of a more balanced assessment diet and assessing students not just through multiple choice format but also through project-based assessments. All of the pages look very similar, but I will go to high school and show what's available for grade 11 Virginia U.S. History. So Virginia U.S. History teachers this year will select 2 tasks that you will complete. And the assessment table here shows you the different tasks available. So there are 5 tasks. You will choose which 2 you want to do. It can be any 2 you want. Each task represents a different reporting category. And so you might choose to do Revolutionary War and Gilded Age, or you might choose to do Civil War and the New Deal. Again, it does not matter which 2 you choose, but you will select 2. Once I've made the decision of which task I want to do, maybe I've decided I want to do the Gilded Age task. I would click on this link and it will take me to a PDF that I can print out and access. It gives me the standards that it aligns with, the content, and then it describes the performance assessment. They are all written in the exact same format. They all are in the GRASP format where students are given a goal, a specific role to fill. They have a intentional audience that they should be focusing on when they're designing their product. They have a situation that they're in, and then of course they have a performance or a product they're producing which will be graded using a rubric. So there's directions to teachers, some notes of interest that you would need. If there's any links to materials that you need to access, they are available as well. And again, you can see the student handouts are available that they would fill out, and then ultimately the rubric is available. Okay, so again, you'll select which 2 tasks you want and access them so that you'll know what is required. Next, you would implement the task, and once you have implemented your task and grade them, you will scroll down to the data entry and student work. And you will be uploading student work and also entering in data entry into a Google Classroom, so that way we have it at the division level. So when and if we are looked at by the state, we have that data available for them. And so you can see, since you're going to be doing 2 tasks this year, each task is going to be 30% of the composite score, and the SGA2 will represent 40% of the student's total composite score. And so when you enter into the classroom, you will see your data spreadsheet and how you can upload student work. So I will copy and paste that classroom code. I will go to Google Classroom. Once you get in Google Classroom, you will click on the plus sign to join a class. I'm not going to do that because I'm already in it, of course, but that's where you would copy and paste that classroom code to join this classroom. There's a welcome message that tells you that this is where you'll be submitting your work samples. And then there's a spreadsheet. You will access that. It'll prompt you to make a copy of it, and you will make a copy of it and save it with your school name and your personal name. This is where you'll enter in student name, and depending on which task you choose, you'll enter in the data here. So again, if I chose the Revolutionary War task, I'd enter in data here. Do not enter information into the green fields. The formulas are there and they'll automatically compute. And so I would just enter in the rubric scores here, enter in rubric scores here if I did the New Deal task, and then of course everybody will be entering in data for the SGA2. Civil rights is a little bit different. There were 2 different components of that, and so when you grade them for the oral presentation, you'll put it here. When you grade their editorial, you'll put it here, and again, the green field will automatically compute. You don't need to be doing any math. Just leave the green fields alone, and they will automatically calculate. So you will fill that out, and turn it in. That is an assignment within Google Classroom. It must be done by May 22nd. Obviously, depending on when you do your tasks, you may be done well before that, so you can go ahead and turn it in early. And then here, again, depending on which task you choose, if you didn't choose civil rights, you will just scroll on down. Maybe you did New Deal. You will click on this and click the Add button, which will show up on yours because you're a student. And that's where you will upload materials of your student work. If they did them digitally, you can just link to their digital work. If they did hard copy work, you can just put them on your copying machine in the office and hit scan. You don't need to do a separate file. It's not like Sherry Weiss's work needs to be in a separate file from Joe Brown's. You can put everybody in your class in one stack and scan it and name it maybe 2A, Sherry Weiss's class 2A, and upload it all as one file. So that's where you will attach student work. Okay, so if you have any questions about how to attach student work or submit things, you may certainly email me at Sherry Weiss, or you can also ask your ITRTs. They are very familiar with how to upload things to a Google Classroom and submit work, but you need to assign and grade 2 performance-based assessments this year in your classroom, enter in the data onto the spreadsheet, which is here, and then also upload student work for the 2 tasks that you do. In addition, when you come back here, you will have the opportunity to provide feedback. You certainly don't have to, but if you see flaws on the rubric for the New Deal task, or you think one of the charts should be changed on a task, or something should be clarified, that's an opportunity for you to give feedback both from a teacher perspective, and also if you heard students talking about a task, you can also kind of summarize what you heard students talking about, whether they were in favor of a task or not. Okay. So hopefully that clarifies what you'll be doing with alternate assessments. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, email me. We really look forward to seeing what your students accomplish in your classroom this year and what they create. Hope you have a great year. Thanks.